Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about simple probability word problems. When we're talking about simple probability, think of things like drawing a colored marble out of a bag, rolling a die, flipping a coin, where you do something and you are looking at the chance of that event happening or not happening. For simple probabilities, the formula we recommend using is the one in front of you, which is the probability of something happening is equal to the number of whatever it is you're interested in divided by the total number of things that could happen. So if we were to apply this formula to this problem, we are looking at a handful of 8 playing cards. So immediately we know that our total is going to be 8 because we have 8 playing cards. And they are numbered 1 through 8. So we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we want to find the probability of something. Let's take a look at a couple examples. For part A, we want to know what the probability of choosing the number 7 is. So we can write this as the probability of number 7, just for an abbreviated way to write that, is going to be equal to our number of somethings that could happen over the total number of somethings. So when you think about this problem, ask yourself, how many number cards are numbered 7? Well, we have 8 playing cards numbered 1 through 8, which means we have one number 7 playing card. And then we have 8 total options we could have drawn out of this deck. So our probability of choosing the number 7 is 1 out of 8. And if we wanted to turn this into a percentage, we would take the numerator divided by the denominator, and we'll work that out on screen. If you have any questions on how to do this, you can look at some of our previous videos that walk us through turning fractions into percentages. 8 goes into 20 twice, that gives us a 16. Subtracting it out gives us a 4 and 5. So our decimal version of 1 over 8 is 0.125, and we can turn that into a percent by moving the decimal place 2 to the right, and that's 12.5%. And if you have questions on that, we also have a video about how to turn decimals into percentages. Awesome. Let's look at another one. For part B, we want to figure out the probability of choosing the number 2 or 3. So on the very first slide, we agreed that we have playing cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the problem asks us to choose numbers 2 or 3. So it's 2 or 3, which tells us that we have a probability of choosing the numbers 2 or 3, and that is going to be 2 out of 8, because again, we have 2 chances to draw those cards, and there are 8 total cards. We can simplify that to 1 over 4, and you may know from previous problems that 1 over 4 is the same thing as 0.25 or 25%. All right, for part C, the problem asks us to find the probability of choosing a number less than 4. If you want to take a chance to pause this video and try it on your own, now's a great time. To do this problem, we can write out again that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the problem asks us to consider choosing a number less than 4. So when we say less than 4, we don't include 4, but everything less than it, So that would be numbers 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, the probability of choosing a number less than 4 is going to be the number of things we are interested in happening, which we have circled in yellow, 3, and we divide it by the total number of things that could happen, which is 8. And you can simplify this into a decimal. That gives us 0.375. And again, we can change that into a percentage by moving the decimal 2 places to the right, and we get 37.5% as our final answer. For our final example, we want to choose an odd number. So let's throw up the numbers on the screen again, and let's solve. Here we will circle every odd number, which we know is 1, 3, 5, and 7. And we write our equation. The probability of drawing an odd card is going to be the number of somethings, which is 1, 3, 5, and 7. So that's 4 over the total number of things that could happen, 8. And we simplify. That reduces to 1/2, which is the same thing as 0.5, and gives us a final answer of 50%. So we talked about simple probability and did a couple examples. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.